Hey everybody, welcome back to my Lupus diary. This is the show for you. I hope you guys have been well and staying sane in this bad situation of COVID-19, and especially if you are in India. Guys, please stay safe and stay home as much as possible. The situation has been so overwhelming. It is just very bad. Yes, on that note, let us begin. The diet to follow with autoimmune disorders, or the diet that you need to create with many autoimmune disorders to handle together. Now, we have Oyo in the background, so he's going to keep making some other sound all the time. But let us begin. So, now, I have lupus, I have gastroparesis, I have celiac, I have osteoporosis, I have hypothyroidism, APS, and osteoporosis. So, with all this, it is not that I can follow one dedicated kind of a diet all the time. No, that is not going to be possible. I have to opt for one kind of a diet which is going to cater all my disorders, and still my body and my system will be able to manage it and will be able to tolerate it. So now, what do I mean by that? When I say this, what I mean is, with lupus, most of the times doctors say that if you have lupus, the best way to follow is a Mediterranean kind of a diet where there are lots of fruits and lots of whole food and lots of vegetables and a lot of vitamin D3 and a lot of calcium is also added with all the food groups, right? And it always low fat kind of a diet. So any disorders, I think it is always a low fat kind of a diet, right? But apart from that, now if I have gastroparesis also, so I have to eat food that my system is still able to tolerate. So I can't eat all the fruits and vegetables in the world just by the way it is. I have to either puree them, either cook them completely before I can eat them, or I have to look into the fact that which of those fruits and vegetables I'm actually able to tolerate and able to eat. Like, I can't eat all the fruits and vegetables. No, I don't tolerate them. I tolerate frozen vegetables better compared to the fresh vegetables. So I try to have frozen veggies. I try to have as much as potato because I tolerate it. It is good energy source and I love it. And who doesn't love potato? Everybody loves potato, right? Also, I can tolerate bananas and fruits. I can have juices. So I can't have raw fruits that much. I shouldn't have raw fruits that much, rather, if I put it that way. But I do tolerate juices. I love juices, and I try to incorporate in as many juices as possible in my diet. And with gastroparesis, you have to be careful and mindful of the amount, that is the quantity of food that is also going in the body. So with gastroparesis, you also take care of how much food you're putting in the body. So make sure you're having 200 ml, or you are having only a half bowl of food at a time. You don't surpass the limit to an extent that the body starts reacting to the amount of food going in, right? So make sure the amount of food you're having is low quantity also. Yes, I also have celiac, that means no gluten. Now, when when I say no gluten, it also means that I won't have the B12 and thiamine, everything that I get from those grains that have gluten. So void, that void of vitamins that is lost, or minerals which is lost in not having gluten based food, that you have to manage by including things like amaranth flour, or having amaranth in your daily diet, having millet in your daily diet, trying to incorporate more multivitamins in your daily diet, try to have different kinds of diets you that actually starts to suit your body. So you have to try different food groups, and you have to try different diets when it comes to autoimmune disorders and food management. So basically, with autoimmune disorders and food management, it is never going to be one chronic illness that you are catering if you have a bunch of them to deal with, right? But you are lucky enough if you have only one disorder or one chronic illness to deal with, at least for the diet part, then you clearly know what to do. But otherwise, always go on your instinct. Yes. So what you have to do is just be careful and make sure the food that you eat does that react. Like, if I have too much of cheese, my joints, my knuckles especially, start paining, and it is a bad joint pain. So I know that I can have cheese because I not really love cheese, but I can tolerate cheese, but in a particular amount, in a quantity, not more than that. Then sorry. Or you also have to make sure that you keep hydrated. Yes. So you also always have to have a lot of water, because water is going to help you drain out the toxins of the body also, and help you maintain a good system as well. So that is very important, right? Then you also need to address to the points that the body is showing up. Like, there are days when you have a bad system, when your stomach is upset, or you're in periods, right? I crave a lot of sweets in periods, so I can't say that with lupus I should not have too much of sweets, and or it is not good for gastroparesis. But if my hormones are craving for it, I would give it to my hormones, because that will make it easier to deal with. Understand what I mean to say? I mean to say is, you have to cater one symptom that is coming up majorly at particular point of time the most, and you have to help get rid of it, or try to balance it out, or try to nurture it. Because you cannot manage everything, and you can't have everything together. But then managing one part of it at a time, and making at least your hormones happy, will make you happy as well, right? So that way, I'm not saying have 1 kg of decadent truffle cake or chocolate laden cake, but you can have a piece of cake, you can have a scoop of ice cream, you can have a a small piece, or 2-3 pieces of chocolate. Yeah, I'm not saying have a complete bar of chocolate, right? So that way, you have to manage how you deal with your food system when you have more than one chronic illness to deal with, and you have to manage your diet according to each one of them, and you have to manage the defects and the effects of each one of them. So with stroke, I can't have vitamin K is not that good. That's what they say at times. So if your doctor has told you that you have to avoid certain vegetables or certain things, you have to make sure you do that. With hyperthyroidism, there are certain vegetables or fruits that can actually not react with the disorder, but it can be harder for you to digest. So you have to avoid certain vegetables with hypothyroidism, like cauliflower. Yes, cauliflower is not good for hyperthyroidism. Hypothyroidism. Man, why did this certain terms come up in the world, man? And why do I have all these terms in my life which I can't even barely pronounce at times? I mean, lupus is a simple word. If I have to elaborate SLE, that is systematic lupus erythematosus. This is like, I'll still goof up. This is like ratified for like 18, 19 years now. But so this is the way it is. But yeah, guys. So food management with chronic illness is a task. You have to take this task. Maintain a food journal. Maintain a food diary in the starting. Write down what you can eat, what is allowed for you to eat, what you are able to tolerate, what you are not able to tolerate, and then daily write down what you are eating. If something is reacting, if something is causing you trouble, if something is causing you swelling, something is causing you bloating, if something is not suiting you, maintain it. It is a task, I will tell you. It is a task in the starting, but once you start doing it, it's going to be worth it. And once you are into it and you know what suits you and what you can eat and tolerate, you're all sorted. So I hope this video really helps you guys out in managing your food requirements with all these disorders. Guys, stay safe in this COVID times, and be home as much as possible. Only go out if you really require to. Otherwise, just stay home, chillax, have some nice coconut water or have some nice juice, and enjoy life. Take care. Bye bye. Chill. No stress at all. Right? Yes. This is the last thing I want to tell, but this is the most important thing I have to tell you guys is no stress. Come what may. Even for COVID patients, it has been said that no stress. So no stress at all, right? Stress is just not something that you need in life. Period. Enjoy. Bye.